Okay, so I'm going to be doing the update on the tire dressings here, and it's kind of hard to tell where each one is at. It's been through some rain, so I'm going to have to get out the light and see if I still see the tape lines on here. I spread the wheels down with some Iron X, so I'm letting those soak in here for a minute, just to break down some iron. I haven't deconned them in a while, but as far as my drawing here, it's going to be like this. So at the time of we're doing here, let me get this hose out of the way, it's in my way. We've got the Adams graphene roughly here, Adams VRT, graphene VRT, then we have the Gyeon Q2 VRT roughly around here, Glassparency, Obsessed Garage, Copper Pearl, McKee's, and then we got the Adams, like I said, roughly around here. So this is my crude picture. Here's the valve stem here, so valve stem is telling me where Gyeon Q2 is at. On the other side we have 2 layers, and we'll see how that one's holding up. But I just want to show you the wash process here that I normally do when it comes to wheels. It's pretty straightforward. Because these wheels are coated, I normally just wash them like normal, but yeah, all these dressings look like they've faded pretty well. I'm gonna have to get out the light to kind of just show you, because right now the sun's not in the right location to do so. I pick up my phone. This thing's all right. So let me just go ahead and like I said, we'll look at it like this. I'll show you the orientation later. I'm gonna put this in my pocket so I don't mess up the piece of paper. So let me just go ahead and rinse this off. And so I don't know if you can tell, all the water is beating on here, so there's some stuff on here which I'm trying to see which one does a better job, but they're all doing a really good job of just repelling water. This is the Gyeon Q2, which has really nice water beating on here. So I'll just show you the way I wash the wheels and tires. Really straightforward the way I do it. As far as so I got the graphene from Ethos, or no, Exoforma, sorry, in here. I'm not too worried about this because it doesn't leave any protection behind. And then I'll just take a brush, swipe it up like that, and then we're done. And then I'll just wash the wheels like normal. And then I'll just hit the wheel wells with this brush. Normally I rinse it, but I just want to get through this real quick just to give you an idea of what the hydrophobic looks like on the tires for each tire dressing. Like I said, all these are water based, so they aren't going to last super long, but just long enough. I heard somebody making racket out here. Okay, I'll take the brush here from Car Pro. This is actually a real nice brush. It's like stiff but not super stiff. And because my wheels are coated, I don't use any wheel cleaners. I actually use 0 wheel cleaners on this. Okay, so let me just go ahead and rinse my hand off here. Okay, so they're all still repelling water. Okay, so I had to pause it because somebody was coming out here, and guess what? They interrupted me during this thing, so I didn't want them to be on the video here. But it's rinsing off all these tire dressings. They all repel water very well. And so let me just so you can see that just sheet the water off really well. not allowing it to stick to the tire. I noticed that the Gyeon Q2 tire, like a coating, tends to beat up really well on there. But so far they're all holding up very well. We'll take the light and go around the tire and kind of see how they're holding up so far, and then I'll do the same wash process on the 2-layer setup on the driver's side, and we'll look at those and kind of see how they've degraded. Again, they've been through rain already, and now the wash, and we'll see how they're holding up. And like a week's worth of driving, 4 days worth of driving, not many miles, but just enough to give you an idea of how the tire dressings are holding up after a week. And yeah, so we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I took you off the head strap to kind of just give you an idea of what these tire coatings look like here, or these tire dressings. I'm going to try to do this with one hand, so bear with me as I get set up here. So I'm going to get my orientation right. Okay, so we'll just go over it, but let me back off this way and see if I can get you guys the right angle. But honestly, I can't tell the brake lines that are there anymore. Let me get this piece of paper out of here. So I can't tell where the brake lines are at after 1 week. So you can tell if they all look the same on the tire after 1 week and 1 rainstorm. So I think we're going to get the same type of durability on all of these. I don't think we're going to get anything that lasts longer, but again, hard for me to tell. If I just kind of bring you in even closer, that I can't see any tape lines whatsoever on the 1-layer side. So I think we're all going to get the same durability for all these here. And just as a reference point, let me do this because I only have 2 hands here, so give me a second here as I put the light down. This is going to be kind of like this, so you can actually see where the coatings are at. But you can see that they all kind of just faded to look the same. So let me go on the other side. Let me just roll over there, and then we'll look at the 2-layer side. Now we're over here on the 2-layer side, and we're looking at this orientation is going to be roughly like this. So just going to memorize that for a second, and we'll see if we see any tape lines between these. Let me back this off a little bit, bring in here. But again, I don't see any tape lines. I think this was one here, but as you can see that even 2 layers after a wash. I can kind of see one here down that way. So what tire dressing is that? Let me look at this piece of paper. That is Gyeon Q2. So Gyeon looks like it's holding up very well right there. That's the glass parency one, because I can actually tell the tape line there. But from here on, the rest of them look the same. So it looks like the Gyeon one's gonna outlast these, because this is the brake line here, right there where my finger's at. Looks like Gyeon is probably gonna win this one here. So I just want to give you an idea of what these look like. Again, this is the 2-layer side. You can see that even with 2 layers, it didn't really help much with durability, or yeah, basically durability and longevity. So just a quick update on the tire dressing Showdown, and if you have any comments or questions, Go ahead and post them down below. If you guys are looking for any tire dressing, I mean, like I said, durability, you're looking at 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before you reapply these again. All right, these are all water-based. Keep that in mind. And like I said, the ceramic versus graphene is going to be the same in terms of durability. All right, if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post them down below.